Hi, namaste, good morning, welcome. So, see if the camera is good. Maybe a little bit more like this. Yeah, this is better. Good. So, welcome. So, let's start with sitting. Just a moment to feel the ground under you, to feel the spine, the sitting bones rising all the way up. Bring your hands in front of the heart together, like a symbol of union. And here, just give respect and gratitude and remember where you are, so the place, and then also the time, yourself, everything that's around you, and the wisdom and knowledge we get from all the gurus and masters and teachers and yogis and yoginis. So, from that intention, respect, and gratitude, you open your eyes, bring your hands down, and come to a white child's pose. So, it's maybe nice to have your blanket already a little bit wider so that the knees are just supported. And then you're coming down and then you're crossing your arms. It's like you embrace yourself, like you give yourself a hug. But then you go down and then you can have the arms just straight and the head is down. You can use a block for your head if you like. And if two arms are not working, you can also do one arm. And then you have to change. So here, the target area, it's the shoulders, of course. So if you don't feel anything, maybe you have to move your arms a little bit more forwards or backwards. Then also the target area is the inner thighs. So your legs from the inside. And there we have important meridians running, the kidney, the liver, and the spleen. So just try to sink in, and the first posture is always to coming and arriving in your body, just in the moment with yourself. And when we are stretching and taking time, we feel that things are arriving to the surface. Not always, but just be alert. Just notice when something is arriving. Sometimes when I'm experienced that certain areas you have a pain, and it's just a pain, just an injury, and maybe it's already a couple of years, and to most of the time thinking too much like in the physical body. But every time when I do these stretches, this uh, image or like traumas from the past are arriving, and then it's a opportunity to look. And when you are looking into it, make sure your breath is getting low down deep in the belly. And bring it down while you're still being with that emotion. And just really feel it in every cell in your body and feel it in the heart. And then just surrender into it. Just relax into it. And then root yourself in your own being and in nature to visualize a tree rooted down into the earth, the sun, the beautiful nature. And then stay with the breath. being back in the moment, place and time. So you can change your arms. If you do one arm, then just change there. And then again, sinking in. And play with it if you don't feel any stretch at all. Maybe you have to bring the arms a little bit more forwards, a little bit more closer to your belly. Maybe wiggle a little bit to left and right. And then here, just really come deep in the posture, in the body, and just notice. And when something is arriving, you're doing the steps, what I explained before. And you forgot it maybe, sometimes it's possible you don't hear it. The most important part is just to breathe, to accept, and to relax in it. Grounding yourself in your being. And then slowly, slowly lifting up your head and wiggle your arms back. And then come lying down on your belly. And just stretching your legs. So the next posture is open wings to work also on the shoulders. So this shoulder stretch was working on the large intestine meridian. And now we go working more on the long meridian and also the heart meridian. So stretching your left arm wide open. And then with your right hand, you push yourself to your side. Make sure your arm is on the same level of your shoulder, not too high and not too low. So really on shoulder high. And then you come and turning to your side. You can bend your knees and just lying down like this. Maybe you feel already enough. If you want to go more into it, it's like you come more into a twist. So then stepping with your right leg over it. And you can walk your foot more further away, that it's like a more stretch also on the front. Some people like to bring the arm all the way to the lower spine. And then the head can be down, but you can also bring a cushion or a block under it. So target area now the front of the shoulders, chest area, the pectoralis group, so heart and lungs. Maybe you feel also a little twist. And then just closing your eyes. And just moving into your own body. And just observing, looking to the emotions are popping up. And just breathe into it. Accepting. Relaxing it. And ground yourself in your being in the moment in nature. And when you're staying in that feeling and emotion, you cannot relax. Just really focus on the breath. Focus on the place where you are, the sounds around you. So bringing you back in the moment, in the present moment. But if possible, it's good to accept, to look like, okay, I feel sad, I feel very hurt, or I feel that anger, really strong anger. And a lot of feelings and emotion what we have, like anger, hate, all these negative emotions, if we stay more into it, when we look more into it, it's more like we come to the root. And that's most of the times our pains and our fears. And when we're allowing, we can digest these feelings and emotions so that everything can flow in the heart. That you're allowing to feel that way. And most of the times, what we do is we run it away from it. And most of the times, when feelings and emotions are popping up, it's maybe not the right time, not the moment, because we have to work, we have to do things. And now, when we are in these postures, it's the moment to allowing and not running away from it, not making ourselves so busy that we don't have time to feel or to looking for entertainments. That there's also not time to feel. And our time in this posture is finished. So slowly, you bring your legs back, you stretching your arm, and we go flowing right into the other side. So stretch your arm to your side, then make sure it's on shoulder level, not too high, not too low. And if you have it on shoulder level and you don't feel anything, try maybe like a couple centimeters. Just really little centimeters can make a huge difference in stretch. Then turn again to your side. Maybe stay here. Maybe you want to step over. And maybe you want to go with your arm to the lower spine or mid spine. So here again we stay. So I will be more quiet so that you can do the work to observe and doing this emotional detox. Just a little thing like we're doing now at the long meridian and long energy. It's also that we more attached to things. And sometimes we can attach also to feelings and emotions, like staying too attached to the anger, being all the time anger, but letting go of that. We see maybe at the root cause, the pain, the fear, and when we can relax in that, there's more peace. There's more peace in yourself and around you, in your body. Your energy is more radiating out. So stay breathing. then just slowly, slowly roll back to your bed. Take a rebound if you like, maybe 5 minutes, or bringing your hands or elbows under your shoulders and push yourself up in a deeper back bending here. And the back bending is working most of the times to the lower back in this posture. And in the lower back, that's the area of kidney energy. And kidney energy has a link with the fear and trust. And because the fear is like a foundation of a lot of other emotions, it's good to work on that fear. So just close your eyes and just look into the fear you maybe experience on this moment in time. And remember to stay breathing, to stay accepting that it's normal to have fear, but that when we are more relaxing into it and accepting, then the fear is getting more healthier. In a way that the fear is just there to protect ourselves, not doing stupid things, but that this fear is not creating this hate or just jealousy or irritations, all kinds of things and emotions are related to that fear. So when your fear is more in a healthy way, more peaceful way, then there's more peace in heart and body in your life. When you're more relaxed in the fear, it's easy to allow love, to choose the path of love. For yourself and everything that's around you. And not to experience, but also to give, both ways. And when we are more into that fear body, we tense up, we are not open. And we don't experience the love there is. And we are also good to able to show and to radiate our love in the outer world. And just transform the fear into trust. To breathe, to accept that it's normal. It's not wrong to feel fear, or to feel hate or jealousy or all the other emotions. Just relax into it. Breathe into it. Just a couple of deep breaths. And then slowly you calm down. Take your time. Maybe you want to lie down a little bit longer. But I know a lot of people like to go into child's pose, and this time with your legs together. So you press yourself up, you bring Your knees together and then slowly coming backwards. Don't do that too quickly because the lower spine don't like that. And then also here, just take your time to stay in child's pose. And maybe it's already enough. And then we go to the next posture, and that will be sleeping swan. So I like to go from a downward dog to the sleeping swan. It's also a little bit to activate your knees here. And then swinging your left leg forwards. I start with my left. And then walking my right leg more backwards. And then coming down. So when you have knee injuries, so then this posture is not so good because all your weight is forwards and the weight comes into your knee. So what you have to do is you have to bring the weight really into your hip, and then most of the times you cannot stretch your back leg, so you bend also your back leg, and that this posture we call deer pose. And then you come more into the middle down, so your knee is not on the floor. And even you can bring something under the knee to support the knee, and then going down. If this is not working, then what you have to do, you have to remove the weight, so you turn on your spine, and then always with one hand supporting the knee here, and then very softly you pull your ankle a little bit more in. So really be careful that you're not overdo it. So the other option, what I see is that people do this one, but then you really most of the times go too far. Your knee is not supported at all, so then again, you can overstretch these ligaments on the side. So that's not so wise to do. So it's better to support and to use your hand to bring the leg more close. This isn't maybe not so relaxed. Maybe with your leg it's more relaxing, but that's also what I want, that you really be aware that you're not overstretching this ligament. So really, and even you can do it like this, just to holding with both hands your knee and bringing your knee in. But when your knee is fine, and then you can stay in sleeping swan, of course, using props on rendezvous, and then just coming down into a sleeping swan, and just let here, just being in the moment, and just watching again what's arriving. And they say that our hips are our storage from the unfaced feelings and emotions. So maybe a lot of things are popping up now. But be aware, just notice, recognize, breathe. Just breathe into it. Long, deep breaths. If you like to saw out, you can do that. And then slowly coming up. Now bring your weight into your hips so you can swing your back leg. That's my right. And swing it all the way so you come in shoelace. So maybe you need a block to sit on. Sometimes it's nice to have support under the knees. I call that the lasagna. So maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. But what we do today, we do a twist in it. So you're twisting, so you bring your right arm backwards, the left crossing over and looking over your shoulder. If this is not working, this shoelace posture, just do like the easy cross. Just like this. And then try to really twist in the upper spine, to really turning your head to the back, feeling the spine. And here, just root yourself in your hips to bring the breath there. And visualize that from the root, from your hips, pelvic, tailbone, the energy rise up to the ground. And then from the ground, it's coming down all the way again to the base of the spine. So let the energy flow up to the spinal cord, all the way to the head, to the crown of the head, and then all the way down to the base of the spine, the tailbone. Just stay with the breath and stay visualizing the energy going up and down in the spine. then slowly you let go, you turn, maybe just one breath to the other side. And then moving the weight forwards and come now with your right knee forwards and stretching your left. So it's sleeping swan the other side or the deer pose or lying down on your back. And then just finding your position. Maybe you have to wibble a little bit and then using props and then coming all the way down into the sleeping swan in here again. Just observing what's arriving here. And what's arriving, just breathe into it. Take a deep breath, maybe with a big sigh out. Just allow it. Accept. Surrender. Just relax into it. It's normal to feel. Just allow. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel anger, fear, hate. But then what's important is to breathe and to relax in it. That this emotion is not overruling you, it's not mastering you. It's just what you feel. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't dive into it. Don't let it rule you. Just to allow it, to breathe into it, to relax. You are controlling it. And not the other way around. And with allowing, you can transform it into peace, into love, into happiness and joy, into contentment and easy going, in trust. And then slowly, slowly you come up and bring the weight into your hip so you can swing your back leg forwards, crossing forwards and come in shoelace. And maybe use a lot of props to sit on or supporting the knees or just doing like an easy cross like a tailor sit, kleermaker sit in Dutch. And then we do the twist. So you go with your left hand all the way backwards, your right is crossing over and then just looking over your shoulder. So it's a, a bit active twist. And you can make it as active if you like to twist a little bit deeper, that's fine, to be more active in it. But here we do again this visualization. And the spine, the spinal cord, from the base of the spine to the crown, going up and down the energy. You can visualize the energy like a light, beautiful golden light going up and down. And then the most important part is to breathe. Long, deep breaths, relaxing breath. then slowly turn back and turn to the other side for a moment. And then just release your legs and come lying down in the last relaxation. So in Amsterdam, it's not so warm, so I hope your house is nice and warm. But anyway, maybe it's nice to use a blanket over you. It's also giving a kind of feeling like a protection. And then just feel all the sensations, the tinglings, the blood circulation, the heartbeat. And just relax in all this rush of energy. Let the energy now rule, finding the balance in your body, heart, and mind. And if you like, you can wake up with me or staying a little bit longer, then close your laptop or iPhone. And otherwise, stretch yourself, move a little bit, bend your knees and turn to the side. Maybe stay a little bit longer on your side. And then push yourself up to sitting. And then we're closing the class to rub the hands. And then bring your hands on your face, on your eyes. And then massaging your face. And then just stepping the crown And then tapping the heart, the chest bone, collarbones. And then bring one hand on the heart, the other on the belly. Just remind yourself to stay breathing, relaxing in what is, to ground yourself into your being. Namaste. So thank you so much for joining me. If you want to donate me and support me in this, again, this lockdown, this Corona time, you find down under a link from PayPal, so you can donate me if you like. And otherwise, it's all good. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye.